Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. So, we are 1 month into 2024, and I want to ask you, are you choosing to lean into love or are you choosing to lean into fear? Because whatever we are focusing on grows. So, if you're focusing on abundance or you're focusing on contraction or limitations, because all things are evenly present right here and right now. We're living in this world of duality. There's up, down, hot, cold. It's really what we're focusing on and the meaning that we are giving it. And then there's also the law of relativity, right? Where, it's really all relative. So, how you're living really becomes habitual way of being. So today I want to talk about leaning into love because as we go into February, I'm going to be doing a everyday self-love focus. So it's going to be like a thought to ponder, it's going to be an affirmation. So we could think of it as self-love February because really everything stems from self. Everything comes from who we believe we are, the thoughts that we choose to internalize, really the beliefs that we believe about ourselves. And yeah, what we're focusing on grows. What we think about comes to pass, right? So the Bible says. And then my late mentor, Bob Proctor, would say, if you could see it in your head, then you can hold it in your hand. And then I study also Neville Goddard. So if you follow me, you probably know some of the teachers that I'm talking about because this is really, personal development and metaphysics. And so Neville Goddard, he says, we live in a world of imagination. And so basically, whatever you think about, you create. And so with A Course in Miracles, it's saying, and Bible says this too, that the end is already written. So basically, you're not really creating anything new. You're just jumping into that new like timeline or that new frequency per se. But really, in the grand scheme of things, I believe this, that we are living in a holographic now. So everything, Course in Miracles would say it's already been corrected and turned back to our true state, that spiritual love, abundance, joy, now and always. But in the meantime, it seems like we have this linear time. So in this linear time, we really need to, for me, the goal is to get back to the truth of who we are, to really wake up from the dream. And that's really what I want to help people to do. So a big part of that is knowing yourself. So I think self-love is, really taking the time to understand who you are, to study who you are, to just get in touch with yourself, to connect to your truth, to connect to God, because we are one with the I am presence. So if that's true, then that means that we are gods as well. And there's just one, right? But we're not really God in the sense that we have created everything, but God created us in his image and likeness. So I think to know yourself, to love yourself, and to know yourself really is the same thing because love is who we are. So I'm really excited to get into this self love February because everything I've ever really got, I think it's been getting comfortable with opening up to receive. So that's really a big one. But when you love yourself, then you are opening yourself up to receiving because you're like, I'm worthy of all of it and it's all here. And so we can just tap in and receive it. So I just wanted to ask you as we are 1 month into January or 1 month into the new year, into January, choose love instead of fear, choose expansion instead of contraction, and choose to see things differently. As A Course in Miracles would say, if you notice your mind is wandering off into blame, guilt, shame, fear, limitations, then know that you can change your mind. And I want to do this exercise that I did with my mentor. She has had us close our eyes. So if you want to do this right now, close your eyes. It'll take just a minute and think about a red heart. So think about a red heart. What color shade of red is it? Keep that image in your mind's eye of the red heart. And then now I want you to think of a bright star. So does the star have 5 points, 6 points? Is it just so bright? It doesn't even have points. It's just beautiful, bright light. Think of that star and hold that image in your mind's eye. All right, and then open your eyes. So what we did there is we saw an image and then we chose to see something different. And so we can do that all the time with any of our thoughts and whatever we're seeing. So if you notice your mind shifting into the negative, because we're living in this world of imagination, this world of thought that comes to form, you can shift what you choose to see, what you choose to think at any moment. So this is just a beautiful exercise in really seeing the good in things and really lifting your mood and becoming more positive and making it a habitual act to continuously change your mind, continuously shift to see things differently. And I love to see things, with Christ's vision, because in that sense, you're seeing everything with the eyes of love. So if it's not something loving, it's a call, it's a call out for love. So it's a beautiful, beautiful way of really looking at the world and being in the world. And then you're not even in the world. You can really, wake up from the dream. So you're in the world, but not of the world. And it's a beautiful place to be unattached, because when you're unattached, I swear everything just starts coming to you, because you don't need anything, because you realize you have everything. And really, all the resources, all the opportunities, it's all available to you. Like I was saying earlier, like everything's like on this like really holographic. Einstein even says past, present, and future are all one. Like they're all happening simultaneously now, which seems to be a crazy concept to some. But if you are following this talk, you've been following me for a while, then you'll really understand. But yeah, we could tune into that reality of whatever we want it to be right here and right now. So think about, yeah, how can I live with more love? How can I see the world with more love? How can I treat myself with more love? Whether it's cleaning up your space, whether it's, dressing up, wearing your best perfume, wearing your best clothes, um, going on a trip, going out to dinner, eating your favorite food. Like we get to choose that. And so I would say choose abundance, choose love, choose expansion, choose freedom, bliss, peace. It's all there for you with just a quick shift in your mind, choosing to see things differently. That's the message for today. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday and the rest of your week. And I'll talk to y'all next week. Have a good one. Bye.